Imagine waking up in the morning, doing something you've done your entire life, something so small, so normal that you don't even think twice about it. And what if I told you that this simple 30-second morning habit could quietly increase your risk of a heart attack? That's exactly what cardiologists are warning about today. Because for many people, heart attacks don't happen during intense workouts or stressful meetings. They often happen in the early morning hours right after you wake up. And the reason might shock you. Let me explain. When you wake up, your body is not instantly ready for the day. In fact, your heart is going through one of the most sensitive transitions of the entire 24-hour cycle. Your blood pressure naturally rises. Your heart rate starts to increase. Stress hormones like cortisol begin to spike. Your blood becomes slightly thicker and more prone to clotting. All of this happens within minutes of opening your eyes. Now here's where things get dangerous. Most people, the moment they wake up, do one thing almost automatically. They jump out of bed. No pause, no awareness, just straight from lying down to standing up. And that sudden movement, that quick jump, can put a sudden strain on your heart, especially if you're over 40, especially if you have high blood pressure. Especially if you have diabetes, high cholesterol, or even mild heart issues you may not know about. That quick movement can cause a rapid drop or spike in blood pressure, making your heart work harder instantly before it's ready. For some people, this can trigger dizziness. For others, it can trigger abnormal heart rhythms. And in high-risk individuals, it can even trigger a heart attack. Let me paint a simple picture. Think of your heart like a car engine on a cold morning. You wouldn't start the car and immediately press the accelerator all the way down, right? You let the engine warm up. But when you jump out of bed suddenly, you're basically flooring the accelerator on a cold engine. And your heart pays the price. Now I know what you might be thinking. It's just standing up. I've been doing this my whole life. And that's exactly the problem. Because this habit feels harmless, but your body changes as you age. Your blood vessels become less flexible. Your circulation becomes slightly slower. Your heart may already be under more stress than you realize. So the same habit you've had for years may not be safe anymore. And this is why cardiologists are now emphasizing something very simple, a 30-second pause. Just 30 seconds. That's all it takes to significantly reduce the strain on your heart in the morning. Here's what you should do instead. When you wake up, don't rush. Stay lying down for a few seconds. Take a deep breath, let your body adjust, then slowly sit up. Pause again for about 10-15 seconds. Let your blood pressure stabilize, then gently stand up. This small mindful routine gives your heart time to adapt, and that can make a bigger difference than you think. Now here's something even more interesting. Studies have shown that heart attacks are more common between 6 a.m. and noon. That's not random. That's your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm at work. During this time, your body is naturally shifting into active mode. But this transition also increases the risk of cardiovascular events. So your morning habits matter more than your evening ones in many cases. And that brings us to another common mistake people make, checking their phone immediately after waking up. It seems harmless, but think about what happens. You open your phone and suddenly you're hit with messages, emails, news, social media, stress, comparison, anxiety, all within seconds of waking up. This triggers a surge in stress hormones. Your heart rate increases, your blood pressure spikes, and your calm morning turns into a stress-filled start before you've even gotten out of bed. Over time, this repeated stress response can strain your heart. Instead, try this. Give yourself the first 5-10 minutes of your day without your phone. Focus on your breathing, stretch gently, let your body wake up naturally. Your heart will thank you. Now, while we're talking about morning habits, there's another one you should be aware of. Skipping water. After 6-8 hours of sleep, your body is slightly dehydrated. Your blood becomes more concentrated, and thicker blood means your heart has to work harder to pump it. This can increase the risk of clot formation, one of the key triggers of a heart attack. So one of the simplest things you can do in the morning, drink a glass of water. Before coffee, before breakfast. Just plain water. It helps thin the blood slightly and improves circulation. Now let's talk about coffee, because I know many of you are thinking about it right now. Coffee itself isn't the enemy. In fact, moderate coffee consumption can have some benefits. But drinking strong coffee immediately after waking up on an empty stomach when your cortisol levels are already high, that can overstimulate your heart. It can cause a temporary spike in blood pressure, and for some people, it can trigger palpitations. A better approach? Wait 30-60 minutes after waking up before having coffee. Let your natural hormones settle first. Now I want to pause here for a moment. If you're finding this information helpful, make sure to subscribe to Dr. Waterling Hub for more simple, life-saving health insights. Because sometimes the smallest changes can make the biggest difference. Now let's continue. Another overlooked morning habit. Rushing, running to the bathroom, getting dressed in a hurry, skipping breakfast, everything done in stress mode. When your mornings are rushed, your body stays in a low-level stress state. Your heart works harder, your blood pressure remains elevated, and over time, this increases your risk of heart disease. Instead, try creating a calm morning routine. Even 10 extra minutes can change everything. Wake up slightly earlier, move slower, breathe deeper, let your body ease into the day. Because your heart doesn't like sudden changes. It prefers rhythm, consistency, calm transitions. Now here's something very important. If you've ever experienced symptoms like dizziness when standing up, a sudden racing heartbeat, chest discomfort in the morning, or unusual fatigue after waking, do not ignore these signs. Your body may be trying to tell you something. These could be early warning signs related to blood pressure changes or heart stress. And while this video is for educational purposes only and not medical advice, it's always a good idea to consult a healthcare professional if you notice anything unusual. Your health is not something to guess about. Now let's bring everything together. That 30-second morning mistake isn't just about standing up too fast. It represents a bigger issue. Lack of awareness. We rush through our mornings without thinking about how our body feels, but your heart is working for you every second, even when you're asleep. And the least we can do is give it a gentle start to the day. So tomorrow morning, try this simple routine. Wake up, stay still for a few seconds, take a deep breath, sit up slowly, pause, then stand up gently, drink a glass of water, avoid your phone for a few minutes, and start your day calmly. It sounds simple, but simple habits repeated daily create powerful results. Now imagine this. If something as small as a 30-second pause can reduce stress on your heart, what other small changes could transform your health? That's the question I want you to think about today. Because your health isn't built in one big decision. It's built in tiny daily habits. And mornings are where it all begins. Before we wrap up, make sure to subscribe to Dr. Waterling Hub for more easy-to-understand, science-backed health tips that can help you live a longer, healthier life. Because the goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. Take care of your heart, respect your body, and never underestimate the power of small habits. I'll see you in the next video.